This is an exciting time. I've been commissioned to make two spacecraft for a short film. I've got to build a scout ship and a mothership. I've been given pretty much free rein how to go about it, and design and everything. The guy basically, the scout ship, he wants to look something like this. I think this is a virus something or other, but it's legged anyway. It's like a tall legged thing. So design wise, it's got to look roughly like that. And the mothership, he's a big fan of Peter Elson and Chris Foss and the like, and 70s paperback covers. So he wants it warty. He wants the mothership to look warty. So I've been off around the shops, and the problem with legged craft always is, what do you use for the legs? You can make them yourself, but it's a bit of a bind. You've got to create each leg exactly the same size, and the tricky part is attaching them firmly to a like a hip section, firmly enough that it's not going to give way over time. So I've been round the shops and everything, and what I've come up for the legs of the scout craft is this spider robot, which I got from Tiger. It might be a bit small. It's one of these scientific construction kits. All right, it might be a bit small. I've got to open the box and have a look, put it together, but I'm thinking what I might do is actually extend the legs to make it bigger, but this would give me a good waist hip section, and then I can build upwards from there. I've already got a good idea what I'm going to be using for the main body. And for the mothership, I'm actually going to be using this Tupperware container. First step is to get rid of this. This is the bit that you grip it, you see. I want to get rid of that. I want both sides to be even. Got to just trim this out, blank this in, and I've got to talk to the director and find out just what he wants in the way of technology. I can certainly make this bumpy. I'll be going to my old friends EMA for the bumps, but just how much technology in the way of, greeblies he wants on it. I've got to find out. So, first step with the mothership, cover up the handle area of this container. And all I've done is I've marked out, I don't know, can you see the centre line? There's a centre line here, which I'll be using in future. And I've marked across, and I've marked a line down here. And what I've done is I've stuck together two bits of A4 paper and put it down the line, like so. And then what I've done is I've wrapped it around, measured again a straight line, okay, and then I've cut it off flush to the bottom. This is 2.5 centimeters from there to there, so I've gone around just measuring 2.5. That gives me a line to cut to go around like so. So next step is undo this, cut this line, cut there. That gives me a template, which I can then put down on a piece of, I'm thinking 0.5 millimeter plastic card will be bendy enough for me to glue that on. Well, that's the spider built, and while the legs are pretty nifty, all I've basically got to do is cover up these holes with something or other. The plan of having this is the basis and then the upper section fits on it isn't going to work, because it's just going to look like a spider with something on the top of it. So I think the next step, this part and this part, they come off of the main battery part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that section off, cut right down the middle, and that gives me 4 parts, and I'm going to make a custom built lower section for this. with regards to the mothership, at the front here, I want to have a command section, and I think I'm going to be using this plastic egg. All right, and I may be attaching it to that by using some of my spare space shuttle booster rockets cut down to form a neck, and it may join on just like that, but this is too blank. I've got to either jazz this up a bit or build the ship down coming in more so that looks more natural, or have some sort of shrouding. Not quite sure at the moment. This is the fun thing about doing a scratch build. You make it up as you go along. Okay, so what I did is I took the side parts off, removed the internal bit, the middle of it, and then each one I've cut down the middle, like so. All right. It originally was held together by these like little pegs. I've left the pegs at the bottom because they look all right, but the other ones were just too clunky. So what I've done is remove the pegs. These are my tried and tested googly eyes, which give you a nice dished head. Super glued that on that side. Then in there's a small piece of plastic rod just to anchor it to the gearing. I've glued the gearing in place as well, and then put another googly eye on top. So that's given me 4 sets of 2 legs. I think I'm going to end part 1 here. I'll come back when I've progressed some more. Plus, hopefully, it's not going to be too long. It's a bank holiday weekend this weekend. Hopefully, it won't be too long before the EMA parts come, and I can start cracking on.